Les amateurs de guitare virtuelle sont comblés. C'est Native Instruments qui a dégainé le premier avec un surprenant Guitar Rig 2 au potentiel nettement accru. Quelques mois plus tard, c'était au tour de son concurrent direct IK Multimédia de lui emboîter le pas en annonçant fièrement la sortie de Amplitude 2. D'un côté, Guitar Rig avec ses 8 modélisations d'amplificateurs de guitare et de basse, ses 4 haut-parleurs rotatifs et ses 9 microphones, et aussi plus de 40 effets. De l'autre, Amplitude 2 et ses 7 modèles de préamp, ses 5 modèles d'égalisation, ses 2 modèles de micro, mais aussi 5 modèles d'effets, de la wah au chorus, en passant par la distorsion. Lequel choisir? Quelques éléments de réponse.
Hi, I'm Chris Morgan from Native Instruments, and we're here on the Namm floor in Anaheim, California to go through a little bit of the features of Guitar Rig 2. Native Instruments released Guitar Rig originally in 2002 as a product to enter the guitar market. It's received much critical acclaim, and it's a fantastic product, and we want to talk a little bit about it here. Most recently, in December of last year, we released the Guitar Rig 2.2 update. This sort of added universal binary functionality for Intel Mac users, as well as a couple of new modules. We added a harmonic synthesizer, as well as an electric lady flanger, and a whole bunch of great modules to the software. So basically what we have here is an all-in-one solution for guitar players and producers to get really great guitar tones and sounds right in their computer with nothing else needed. A big part of the software is the Rig Control 2. The Rig Control 2 is a USB 2.0 audio interface, allows you to plug your guitar directly into your computer. You don't need anything else, all in one, and it has a fantastic sound. It also has a headphone output and stereo left and right outputs as well.
The Stomp IO is, like I said, it's a USB interface for Amplitude 2. You have your USB cable here, okay? The guitar goes into the Stomp IO here. The signal goes through the USB cable to the computer. The sound is processed by the computer and then comes back into the Stomp IO and goes out the outputs. So it's really a audio interface for guitar players, but it gives you the added element of controlling your sound from your feet to the computer. Very nice. Okay? So with your outputs, you have 4 outputs. You have your balanced output and you have your unbalanced output. It's the same sound, but with the unbalanced output, that enables you to go to an amp and a cabinet. So for example, if you want to use your stomp pedals from Amplitude 2, but you want to go into your own amp and cabinet, you can do that using these outputs on the Stomp IO. Okay? Next, we have headphones. So if you just want to play in your room by yourself, you can do that. Digital output for recording into a nice system like a Pro Tools system or something. You have MIDI in and out for extra control. Then we also have 6 external controllers. The 6 external controllers are great because they allow you to use your own expression pedals and your own on-off switches. Now what's cool about that is you can use, like I said, your own expression pedals. So if you have expression pedals that you're already used to, that you like the feel of them, you can use them with a Stomp IO with no problem. It's a very cool feature.
So let's go through a couple of the features of Guitar Rig 2. Again, it's basically a guitar amplifier modeling software. So you've got guitar amplifiers, cabinets, 8 different amplifier heads, you've got 25 different amplifier cabinets, 9 different microphones, but you can arrange in various positions. So let's take a little bit of a listen to some of the sounds we have.
Now, with Amplitude 2, we do have wah-wah effects and volume effects. You can use your expression pedals with the wah-wah and the volume. It's very seamless, integrates perfectly. But the other thing you can do with it that's also really cool is you can use your expression pedals to control things like the level of your distortion or your chorus, things that you couldn't normally control with your feet with traditional stomp pedals. Because with the traditional stomp pedal, you can get down there with your hands and change the volume of your reverb or distortion, but you can't do that while you're playing a guitar. So with the Stomp IO, we put that power in your feet so you can play with your hands.
We've got really great heavy tones. We've also got some really good clean tones. Let's take a listen to some of those. So the way Guitar Rig works is your guitar runs directly into the computer, and then you can choose right from here different types of amp heads. So in this case, let's go ahead and drop an AC box head in. As soon as we drop the amplifier head in, we also get a cabinet and we can start playing right away. Now from here you can then adjust your microphone positions and types and cabinet types as well to get different types of sounds. So I'm going to change this here to a 1x12 tweed cabinet, and we'll mic it on axis for a completely different type of sound. So right out of the box with some very basic functionality, you're getting a whole lot of different types of tones.
Here, you've got your mode selection. The 4 modes there's current, first, and 2-step. Those 3 modes allow you to change the sound completely. It's changing programs. You've got your bank button select, up and down. Then you have A, B, C, and D, which are kind of like your individual program sounds. So you've got your banks, and then your A, B, C, and D. That allows you to change the complete sound, not just your pedals, but also your amp setup or your cabinet setup. The whole rig that you're using, you can change with your feet. And these pedals, these buttons are really, really sturdy. I'm going to put it here in stomp mode. And you can see these are really, really sturdy pedals.
We've got a whole pile of different distortion models, all based on popular real-world effects. So like we have a cat distortion here, we have a screamer, all different types of tones for blues, rock, metal, just about anything you could possibly imagine. We've also got a modulation section here, which includes things like a pitch pedal, a tremolo, a chorus effect, any kind of possible guitar effect you could ever imagine that you'd find in a real guitar store, you'll find right here in Guitar Rig 2. And it's just as easy as dragging and dropping the unit directly into your rack anywhere you want to go. Just choose a preset just like this. And there you go. You've got your pitch pedal right in your Guitar Rig cabinet and AC box.
Just a normal sound. I can add chorus with my feet. I'm not going to touch anything with my hands. Okay, no hands. My foot, turn on, sound changes. Beautiful, beautiful vintage chord. Okay, now if I want to go to the next section of my song, I can turn my chorus off and I can turn my distortion on. I can and I did everything with just using my feet. That is the stomp mode.
We've also got a bunch of different EQ effects like wah-wah pedals and high and low shelving EQs. We also have volume bass effects like compression, noise reduction, and volume pedals. Some different reverbs like a spring reverb, a studio reverb, and 2 different types of delays as well. Guitar Rig 2 also goes into some really advanced features. We have different types of split modules, so you can build multiple amp setups. You can split based on frequency to create great bass distortions without affecting your low end.
I got a wah-wah here. And as you can see, I've got my expression pedal here. And now, when I do that, I'm actually changing the wall sound with my foot. Very cool, very, very easy to use. Like I said before, you can actually use it with volume pedals, you can use it with wah-wah pedals, and you can also assign it to control any kind of aspect of the Amplitude too. So you can have it controlling your reverb amount, you can have it controlling your distortion amount, you can have it controlling your speed of your tremolo, whatever you want to do. It's very, very easy to use.
And then we also have modifiers. We won't get too deep into modifiers because it's a very complicated concept, but essentially modifiers are completely new ways to control your guitar sound. It's like having a whole army of guitar techs moving every knob in your studio for you.
So I'm changing it with my feet here. It's very easy to just change your whole entire complete setup. So you could use that for like between songs if you want to have a completely different rig. So for one song you want to have like a Marshall type of sound, but for the next song you want to have like a Vox tube kind of sound, then you can completely change the whole rig with your feet right there. It's very easy to do. And with the 3 different modes, we've made the power, we put the power into your hands as a performer to allow you to change your sounds the way that you want to do it. We're not telling you how to change your sounds, we're letting you decide how you want to change your sounds, how you want to set up your complete experience as a guitar player.
So that's a basic overview of Guitar Rig 2 and some of the main features you can check out. I recommend you go to nativeinstruments.com and download the software and try it out for yourself.
And this is the Stomp.io. It's coming soon from IK Multimedia. Thank you very much.